Thanks for tuning in to Bourbon Drop. I'm your host Myron. Today we've got new RIFF 6-year 100% single malt rye whiskey. Look, the stuff coming out of new RIFF today, I just can't say enough good things about it. Let's get it.
Bottle drop, bottle drop, bottle drop.
This is a 6-year 100% malted rye whiskey. I haven't had anything bad out of new RIFF yet. I walked into the Total Wine and Laurel, I saw it sitting on the shelf and I had to have it. Like I said, the bourbon, the rye, great. Every time that I sip these two, I'm just reminded that how a new company, a young company started in 2014 can put out such good products. You don't always have to go to the old guys. You can start checking out some of the new guys and finding that they put out some great products. This stuff right here, I want to get into it and give you a review because when I cracked it, it was good to go. So let's get some in the glass. Once again, 6-year 100% malted rye whiskey. I'm not a big fan of some of the 95.5s. When I first started out, like I said, I tried the Bullet Rye. That was a 95.5 MGP rye. Liked it. And then all of a sudden, me and Roz kind of had this iffy relationship. So I noticed that I like stuff that's barely legal, like a barely legal 51% rye. This thing right here being 100% scared me a little bit, but I had to have it because I haven't had anything bad out of new RIFF yet. Let's get into the nose. The nose gets a little earthy, but you get those nice caramel vanilla notes. It's not bad at all, man. It's a nice caramel vanilla, then you get like this sweet cream cherry. And those are really the dominant notes, like the caramel vanilla, cherry, a sweet cream. Let's go into the palate and see what we get. That's good. It's a really nice mouthfeel with like this cream. It's got a nice vanilla note in it. Some of that cherry does transfer over. You do get a lot of spice. Everything seems to splash right on the middle of the tongue. So when I first tried it, I did get some chocolate on the finish, and the finish is a long-lasting finish. It takes a while to get there, but then that chocolate eventually creeps in. So that chocolate is starting to come through right now. Let's go for the second sip. Just a really nice mouthfeel. Some of those earthy notes come through. I don't get heavy grass. That's the weird thing. For it to be a 100% malted rye, distilled in 2016, the fall of 2016, I don't get any of those grassy notes that I pick up in a lot of the ryes that I don't like. This thing comes across with a nice sweet vanilla, almost like a honey syrup. This thing is, it's really good. It's really good. Third sip, let's see if I can pull some more out. Yeah, that honey, vanilla, a little bit of that caramel transfers over. Some of that cherry pop comes through. You've got spice on the mid. And now it's finally starting to finish with a little bit of that dark chocolate. New RIFF 100% malted rye. That thing is something special. I can't lie. When it comes to ryes, and I thought I liked the Bottled and Bond rye, but I really like this rye whiskey. This thing right here, this is good. Fourth sip before we get into the breakdown. Fourth and final sip. Had to finish it on camera. That is a nice creamy texture to that thing, man. The vanilla, oh, it just hits. The spice comes across the mid all the way to the back. Now here comes that chocolate. That thing is good. Let's get into the breakdown. Is there a chase for New Riff? Well, when it first came out, I didn't get a chance to see any New Riff products. It was just talked about. I could only watch reviews online. Then I got my hands on a bottle and I saw why the reviews were so good. So there really isn't a chase for New Riff because it is a new distillery. Yes, it isn't in every market at this point, but it is slowly filtering out throughout the United States because I am seeing New Riff more and more at local liquor stores around here in Southern Maryland. Would I pay over retail? At this point, I'm not paying over retail for any New Riff products. They are new, they aren't rare. There's nothing that's gonna really set them apart besides the fact that for a young company, they make a hell of a whiskey. Would I give this to a new bourbon drinker? I would not hesitate to give this to a new bourbon drinker. I think a 100% malted rye whiskey that tastes this good would suit a new bourbon drinker well. I don't think if you put this in a glass, they'd be able to tell the difference. It is that good. You don't get a lot of those earthy, grassy notes that can be off-putting sometimes to bourbon drinkers. Will it always be on the bar? I am a big fan of New Riff. I have not had one bad New Riff product yet. So as far as I'm concerned, New Riff products will always be on the bar. And with that being said, let the whiskey flow never run out unless you head it to a drop. Till next time.